Alrighty, we are at 24 Burgess. Today's the 5th of August, 2020, and we're just going to pull back and examine the pipe. We're about 60 to 63 foot out. I'm sitting at the city cleanout, and what we'll do is we'll inspect this pipe back towards the home, and then we're going to go to the city cleanout and go get to the city tap from there. So, because my cable's just not long enough. So PVC, it looks like the line was replaced recently. There's all types of evidence of that, which is awesome. So keep in mind while you're looking at this, how smooth the walls are of this PVC piping. This is what an ideal situation for a sewer pipe is. And I think when we get to this, past the city cleanout, and we get into that cast iron, we'll see why. So I'm actually going to push back forward. Forgot to do what I typically do, which is just give it kind of a spot locate. So we were at what, 62? So we'll pull back to 32. Sorry about this. So we're just going to pause the video. I'll just get it about 35, somewhere around there. And just do a locate, and give us an idea of how this line moves through the yard and how deep it is. So we're going to pause the video. Alright, we're back. I think if we go up, yep, right there. So this is what you see in that cavity up top right there, about 12 o'clock on the screen. That is the secondary cleanout. So the second cleanout from the house, in between the house and the city cleanout. So we're just going to continue pulling back. We're going to get to about 20 foot and do another locate. But as of right now, everything is looking fantastic with this newer pipe. Alright, I'm going to do a little locate here. Pause the video. Alright, this spot, about 2 foot 3 inches deep. So it seems like the sewer is averaging in the realm of 2 foot to 2 foot 3, somewhere around there. Up here by the house clean out, it is a little deeper. I can already tell it's probably closer to 2.5, 2 foot 10, somewhere around there. But this looks fantastic. No complaints. Whoever did it did a good job. And got this clean out right here. This is where I went in. There's the front of the home. Front porch, so it's the clean out right here. I know it's a bit unsightly how high it is. If you were to cut it down, I wouldn't go too much lower than this. You can always paint them green. You can put rocks around them or a planter in front of it. They get hidden very easily, and when they get hidden and you need them one day, it's no fun. So I would recommend keeping it up higher than lower and just trying to disguise it. And that's the same thing. Same thing goes for the secondary cleanout and the city cleanout. I think they are all as equally as important as this one. So I'm just going to pause the video, and we are going to go set up over at the city cleanout and try to get a picture all the way to the city tap. Alright, we've traveled another 31 foot, and we are now sitting at the mouth of the city sewer main. You can see that water flowing by from neighbors. So we're just going to pull back. Looks like it's a terracotta main. You can see that transition between this kind of grody looking scaled up cast iron pipe that we're in, and then there's a section of what's like a pinkish, more of a smooth wall pipe, and that is terracotta. Those joints look good, but this is kind of why I was saying pay attention to how smooth that PVC was, because this is what cast iron looks like after years of use. So, can you imagine toilet paper, human waste, all that fun stuff, trying to get through this mess? Doesn't work out very well, but it just is what it is. Luckily, this is on the city side of things. It is not a homeowner issue. So what I'm going to do, since we're flat right here, I'm going to go ahead and just pause the video and do a locate out in the street, Probably do one more locate about midway back, and we'll call it a day. Alrighty, we've located that at 10 foot 1 inches deep. We've seen some of this already. Just a very kind of built up cast iron pipe, very typical of cast iron. If this was on the homeowner's side of the sewer, I would recommend a cleaning, but it's on the city side. You're not going to be able to get them to come out and clean this just because there has to be an issue with it. So you can see that clanging on the wall right there to the left. That's a wipe or a piece of toilet paper. Alright, so I said I was going to locate it about 15 foot, so see there's another, pretty big wipe in the line right there. That's what happens, to the stuff. It's just not smooth at the bottom. You can get it back smooth again, but again, I'm not going to recommend that because this is only on the city side. But this is what you see when you're in old cast iron. You see these big clumps of stuff that just can't really, eventually it'll get down the line. Eventually what it'll do is it'll probably start to clog. It'll build up enough pressure behind the clog, static water pressure, and then it will relieve itself and clear the line, and then the process starts all over again. But my theory is that this is pretty much the constant state of cast iron. Old cast iron like this is it's constantly partially clogging, relieving itself, and then starting the process over again. So we're going to locate this, and we'll talk a little further about my opinions on best way to proceed here. Pause the video. Alright, we're back 7'5" right here at this point. Cool. Now we've transitioned to the PVC. You can see the difference. That's what a sewer line is supposed to look like in a perfect world. Alright, and then this is right here, which I got pictures of this, but this is the city clean out. Home's back over that way. Street's behind me there. But yeah, definitely keep this city clean out exposed. Know where it is. Mark it somehow. So here's what I would do if this were my house. Very cheap, easy thing to do. They make something called a sewer relief valve or sewer popper, and I would install it in that clean out next to the front porch so it can easily be visible. Idea would be is if this corroded original to the home cast iron on the city side of things ever clogs, and a sewer backup builds up all the way in the sewer pipe, once it gets to the level of that sewer relief valve, which will be at the top of the clean out near the house, it will overflow out there. So you'll know something's wrong because you'll see sewer, toilet paper, all types of stuff literally coming out of the top of that pipe near the front porch. It will protect your home from having a flood of sewer inside, which is obviously pretty important, and it will also notify you that something's wrong, before it does flood inside. So it basically makes it impossible for your, you run a load of wash and you go to the grocery store, come back and you find 20 gallons of water, sewer water at that, on your floor. Makes it impossible for that to happen. So you can still live and contend with this old city-owned section of the sewer pipe, but you don't have to be fearful of it. And then when it does, which it will eventually, when it does clog up or give you problems, you just call the city of Durham out here. And as long as the city clean out is still exposed and easy to find, then they'll come out here and they will manage it from that point. So that's the end of the video. That's my suggestion. Those sewer relief poppers are literally in the realm of $31, $35. They're not required. It's just a suggestion from me to the homeowner. And they literally, you buy them online and they thread right into that existing pipe up near the front porch. So that's what I suggest. I would do it, and end the video.